in making money. If you want to lock in your trade, you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures and education program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was founded by, is owned by, is managed by, is incorporated by Chad Christian. We're glad you could be here with us tonight. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, and we're just so happy you could be here. If this is your first time, you know the routine. Make sure you click that subscribe, like, share, and notification buttons so that you do not miss any of our upcoming future broadcasts. We are live here 3 times a day, Monday through Friday. Coach is live from 9 to 11. I'm live here from 2 to 4, and oops, I gotta get rid of this. And we have the aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Make sure you check that out at 5 p.m. daily also. And you can find that over, like I said, on YouTube. When you go over to our YouTube channel, by the way, there are over 2,000 absolutely free trading videos that you can watch at your leisure. So you can get your education on for free over there before you become a paid member. And you can find out more about our memberships over on our website. If you can guess what the address is. Anybody want to guess? How about AmericanDreamTrading.com? All right. So check that all out over there. I'll tell you about some promos here in a minute. I'm still tweaking some things. I had some running around to do. Got back just in time to go live. So I'm trying to play a little quick catch up. And I'm not talking about Heinz either. So anyway, let me get this stuff moved around a little bit so I can see better. Yes, I'm looking around at different monitors. That's why it looks like I'm looking around the sky. All righty now. Let me see here. Let's move these out of the way real quick. Have some more room. All right. Again, my name's Mark McSee. I'm one of the training moderators here at American Dream Trading, bringing you the futures education and training program here daily from 2 to 4. Our paid members actually start in the futures market at 8:30 every morning with a live Zoom call where we discuss trades and levels and answer questions, and we actually train on different subjects. If an individual member has a question they want answered, then they can actually ask it and we'll discuss that. So every day is a little bit different. You never know what's going to happen. Makes it exciting, keeps it from getting stale. Do we watch the paint dry sometimes? Yeah, we just got through that little period here recently. Watching the paint dry I'm talking about because the markets kind of went a little flat there. So, anywho, if you have any questions regarding futures and trading in general, feel free to type them into your social media chat boxes, and we'll do our best to try to answer them live during the show. All you got to do is type it in there. It's one of the nice things about the aftermarket. You can join actually with a live open mic and camera and join her panel starting at 5 p.m. Eastern time each and every day. So check that out. Don't miss it. It's a totally different show than what we are doing here, right? It's kind of one way I got to read your questions per se. So anyhow, check that out. All right, so we did pretty good this morning. We had some nice runs. Actually, the Dow was probably the prettiest chart, I would say. All right, let me pull that up here so you can see that. We were playing the Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures contract, and our members literally made a boatload of money. I know I did very well. As did many of our other members that were involved in that trade. Also, the Russell did very well today. Let me back up here to the morning. What you see here on your screen today is my Weeble screen, right? I kind of showed this a little bit yesterday. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit today, so it looks prettier than it did yesterday. because really I use TradingView to draw my lines on my chart. As you can see, these here, I don't really have any lines on my chart. But anyway, here was 8:30. It started climbing then. 9 o'clock. I know we were in it pretty heavy then, and it pulled back around a little bit after 9. We were able to play a little bit of that down and then back up. But if you look at the overall picture, man, this thing was just beautiful here. Nice trade to the upside, nice trade to the downside, back down again, back up again. So each one of these were really nice long. You're able to take nice long trades to the downside, to the upside, right? Back down to the downside, back up here around 11, and then now it's kind of been in a slow trudge down. Breaks below the 200, comes back up, rejects, comes back down, up and down and all around. So it's kind of flat right now, but it is trying to come back up to this around this double top up here around, what is that, 44, get my cataract out of the way, 38-ish area. I can draw a little line there just so we can pay attention in case it comes up to that. Oops, wrong button. I got to get rid of this. Hang on. Wrong drawing tool there. That's okay because you can delete it. So, you go up here to the drawing tools again. Got that tool. I want this tool. There we go. Now we're, as Coach would say, cooking with gas, right? So now I'm going to draw a little line there just as so I can see that, because I don't use this to chart with. I'm using my TradingView to do all my charting with. And I do have them on another screen here on my other system that I'm running. So let's see. So we got some, I'm going to move these around a little bit too here. Anyway, what else we got? Let me check something here real quick. Looks like you're good over here on the YouTubes. Apologize for not being on the YouTubes or on the TikTok yesterday, but had software issues. And today I fired it up and it took right off. So who knows what goes on with software sometimes. Didn't have any issues at all firing it up. That's why I started it earlier than normal, just to make sure that it was going to work. That's why you came into this static page. It just said starting soon. So I apologize for that. But anyway, glad you could be here anyway. So any questions you might have, please go ahead and type them into your chat box there. All right, let's see. We got Doug, one of our moderators over there in our YouTubes, along with James, another one of our YouTube moderators, helping out, answering your questions, directing you to the right place. Let's see, Orkla over there also. Callie, good to see you over there. Callie's also hanging out over there. She's one of our paid members. And Callie actually handles our IPO corner every day. She's the one that alerts us and publishes what IPOs are coming up each day, which is part of your paid membership as a premium member on up. It doesn't come with the futures, but because it's more geared to the stocks, individual stocks, as far as that goes. So, all right, let's take a real quick walk around the block, see what we got going on here. Again, I generally watch the main indices, the S&P 500. That's not it. That's the T Nano. By the way, what was that? What is Bitcoin at now? Oh, that's Ether. Bitcoin's up here. What's Bitcoin doing lately? I don't pay attention. 122,705 peak there for a little bit. Anyway, the S&P 500 coming up here on VWAP, it looks like. See what we can do here. Probably reject here. Can I play the bounce down to the downside? Well, yes, I can. And I do, right? So I can go over here and I can short this on a bounce if that would happen, right? So I'm going to wait and see here. Get a little quick bounce there, see what happens. And there's my stop loss in there to protect me from pullbacks to the upside, because I'm playing to the downside. So therefore my stop's above my entry point, right? Down here you can see this shows the P&L down here for what it's worth, right? I don't really trade the P&L, but I have it down there for your entertainment purposes. And as you can see, this did not bounce off VWAP there. See, I might have got snookered, right? Oh, my Lord, it's breaking to the upside. I got to get out of that in a hurry. There we go. It didn't reject that time. Now, why did I enter that at VWAP? Why? Because statistically, it will pop back here. Now, the one mistake I made it, I didn't look at the L2. There's some big orders up here. I want to pull it up through there. See these over here? this 483, 482, and also 484. That's telling me there's big orders that people want to fill up here, so the price will be drawn up that way generally as a magnet, right? Because the people want to slide orders up to that and meet that. Doesn't mean this still can't go backwards, right? So anyway, that's my fault. I should have glanced over there. I use my L2 all the time here. Why did I do that? Because I was in a hurry. I seen that, and I thought it was going to reject right off that, bounce off of that, and it didn't. Got the same situation. Have the same situation over here below VWAP. VWAP will probably mute it. VWAP is a volume weighted average price indicator. It's the single most strongest indicator you can have on your chart. If you have nothing else, make sure you have VWAPs on your charts. It's because everybody in the world uses it. So it's kind of flat right now. No huge orders at the upside or downside. There's some 945 orders up here, but that's about where it's at right now. We're at 942. So they're both, we don't know where that's, might pull down here this 940 level. See, there's an order larger than the rest. And also we have the Russell. Let's take a look at the Russell, see what we got going on with the Russell. Do the Russell. We won't. I don't want to throw a hip out. So we're still down here too from its last spike on the high over here, that 23.25, might as well call it 23.26. Close enough for hand grenades, right? So we got all these little double tops here that we have to deal with. Even though I don't have a line there, I can clearly see that I'm gonna have to break through these levels here, this level here where it's at now. All right, so you want to get in it before it gets higher, but it's gonna be a tough road upward. It's not that we can't make money there. We absolutely can, but we got to be extra cautious and wait for a breakout above these levels, because that's where it stopped the last time, and it could very well stop there again. So you really have to keep an eye on it, right? And again, the Dow. Oh, what the heck happened there? It just popped. Where was he at when that happened? All right, it's at a double top right now, another critical level. We're going to wait and see if the Dow can pull up through this line that I have here on my chart. Right? Is that about right? 938. I got it at 940. I have it at 940. Close enough. It's a nice even round number. You can see it rejected because where these ones topped out, right? So you need to be aware where the highs and lows were, double tops, double bottoms, those type of things, because it will tend to respect those levels, okay? And it could very well bounce off, which is what it's doing here. That's what I was playing on over here on the Qs, the NASDAQ, bouncing off that, or was it ES, whatever one I looked at. Might have been ES. Yes, I was expecting it to bounce, and there it is, right? So there's the pullback. Just did it too soon, right? So, but it did break up above there, and I ended up losing money because of that. I played the statistics, but I could have waited a second to be better, but I was trying to maximize the bounce down instead of waiting for it to actually happen. So I got caught on that. You'll have that, right? Oil had some nice swings today also. I don't want to trade oil at this time of the day, but man, it was all over the place, up, down, all around, right? Put it on a 1 hour. Let's put it on a 30-minute chart just so you can see it. Scroll in there. Each one of those candles is a half hour, but it's on a downward trend. There was some news released about the state of how much oil we have in the market, which we've been saying, if you've been listening to us, we are in an oil glut. We really don't need to drill right now. But they do, right? Because everybody wants to make money. Can't make money on stuff that's already out of the ground. You got to get it out of the ground and make more, right? So we have, why do I keep saying got? We gots. All right? We don't gots. Watching the Russell here. Here we go. Get this back on here. Hit auto here. Get this back on the thing. So I'm waiting on this breakout up here, this double top, right? If this can actually do that, then I'll think about jumping into the upside. Now, as a scalper, I can jump in and scalp individual candles, right? I can scalp a candle, jump in and out in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. It's very risky to do that, right? You really got to be on your A game when that happens. So we'll keep an eye on the YM. Again, it's the day's running out. It's getting shorter. Is it going to really make a big run up? Who knows, right? The one thing that we do have to watch on YM is a critical level up here, and that is 45,000. Let me draw a line on there too, because that's just a nice round happy number, right? People will think that that's just something special to it. It's really anything that's special about 45,000, other than it's a nice even number, right? So those type of things also act as barriers to upward movement or downward as far as that goes. So we got to keep an eye on that if it manages to move up there. My main concern now is making sure it breaks above this 44,940. And right now, looking at this, there's some orders here. Nothing really big. Nothing big to the down. There's a 2924. We're at 32. Could pull back here. The 9 is at around 24. That's right where that order's at. So we'll see here what happens. So you just got to, you have to sit and wait sometimes for the setup that you're looking for. Now, if I'm going willy-nilly looking at 15 different things, guess what happens while I'm looking at the other 14 things, right? This breaks through and you miss your entry, right? That happens all the time. So try to limit what you're looking at. You want to specialize in 1 to 5 types of investments, right? In futures, I tend to follow. So here it goes. I got to wait on a break and hold to the upside if I want to enter this trade here, right? So I'm going to wait and see, because this is a double top area. This could pull back here just as well. So I want to wait and see if this is going to break and hold, which what I mean by that, this candle's now breaking, and I actually want to see the start of the next candle to see if it wants to stay up here, if this candle can even manage to stay here. It may not, right? We're at the top of a channel here anyway, so my coffee at. I need to get something to drink here. So I'm going to consider getting into this here, but we will see. Waiting is the hardest part. They're still breaking, right? I'm on a 1 minute chart, by the way. Actually, the Dow was one, like I say, was one of the nicest, smoothest charts of all the others today. They were the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. Man, they were really choppy up and down and everything else. This one was a nice, smooth, easy trading today. It was actually easy money on these today because of the way that it moved. So I don't see a very strong candle going up here to the upside. Do you? See that red candle showing weakness here. Now it's side by side. It didn't form on the shoulder of the previous candle. That's what I'm looking for. See how these are? Shoulder, 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 right? This one wasn't, and it ended up consolidating. And we may get the same thing here also. So these, shoulder to shoulder, tends to indicate a stronger trade rather than going sideways like this one is, because it failed to start at the where the price ended on the previous candle. We call that consolidation when it goes sideways. They don't really know what they want to do, okay? And I can watch over here. This 20 order wants to break down to 932, which is down here where the 9's at. We do have some orders up here at 950, which would be glorious if it would do that. That would be a great place to get in between here where it's at now and up there. 950, that order's still there. Now, why am I picking them orders out? You can see it highlighted a little bit here. And here I am talking. Let me see what this candle wants to do here. The larger orders will act, like I say, as a magnet to pull it either up, which is on the red side, or green on the downside. So let me see if we can do something with this here. I'm really waiting here to see how much time do I have left on this candle. 19 seconds. Maybe I'll just wait here and see. Not really convinced yet. I don't want to get in here and have this pull back on me right away. All right, so we'll wait here. We'll see what happens. And nothing. There it goes. See how it's sitting there? It's side by side. This candle didn't start on the shoulder. Now here's one that's starting on the shoulder of the next. I'm going to see what this one does. If this gets a little bit of oomph to it, I'll enter it. But if it just sits here and falls apart, well, we won't. Look what happened. Patience, grasshopper. If you grew up into the 70s, you'll know what that means, what show that was from. How many of you know what that patience grasshopper phrase comes from? And I'm not talking about the movie in the 90s that you're probably thinking about. Ralph Macchio, it's before him.
Kung Fu. Only the boomers know, Mark.
Yeah. We're just full of wisdom. What is it? What was the TV show?
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu with David Carradine. See? Here we go. All right. Now we're going to show some energy here. Not that looks decent. Not real strong, but it's there. There's my stop, pre-programmed stop automatically in there. So I'm going to grab this for what I can. Again, this is a paper trading account. I'm not using my real funds, but it does execute the trades in real time. Only frustrating thing about Weeble's paper trading, it takes 10, 15 seconds for these things to actually disappear off of here to show that the trade was executed. So it drives you crazy, but it's you can see it executed where I told it to. It just takes time for them to get off there. Same thing when you exit the trade. So we'll give this a little bit of time here to see what happens. I do have a level at that 950. Oops. Where it could reject off of. I probably should have waited for the 950 because I said that earlier, didn't I? Well, we have some up here at 953, 955, showing that there's orders up there to fill if it can get up there. We also equally have a 944, so we're going to get stuck here between those two levels. But we'll be patient and let it work. You have to let the candles move, okay? So, I mean, I'm in a green trade, but I want to try to see if I can get more out of this, right? Now, as a scalper, I could have locked in that, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of small here. It says $2,000. I'm up $2,000 right now on this trade, $2,500. I could take that as a scalper. I probably would have took it already. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to see if this can get up to that 950. Well, now we got 961. So this is showing the L2 is telling me there's 962. There's orders up there that it may still have some upward motion left in it. So we'll get it and see here. Now again, the L2 is orders that are placed but not fulfilled. So they can cancel these, move them around, change them around, add to them, subtract to them at any time because they haven't been executed yet. So here we go. I'm up $6,500. All right. So I'm watching here. Where's some orders at? 68. And that's up here a little bit higher. Oomph. You're going to have enough oomph. If this sits there too long, I will lock in my profits. And I will lock that in right now just to get it. All right. Grab some of that profit. Could I have been patient and waited a little bit? Yeah. This wants to go to 68. But if this starts moving back up, which it probably will, then I can re-enter it if I want to at that time. So see how long it takes those things to get off there. All right. So this candle, the reason I decided to get out because I seen this candle start down here. It didn't start on the shoulder, so that's why I took it. All right. It showed weakness. So it doesn't mean this still can't climb. It's just this candle here in particular started out weak. It wasn't on the shoulder. It started clear down here. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, nope. I'll go ahead and lock that in. If this continues to climb, then fine. I can re-enter. I still have this 968 order sitting up here. That's a little bit above where this little indicator here is. So about right there, right where that line there is. And it's showing a little bit of weakness here still. So we'll just wait. See what happens here. We do have a fairly sized order down here at 56, which is right about here, right about the middle of that candle. So I just glance at these things. I don't care how big this number is. It's larger than the average. That's what I'm looking for. This changes every second too, by the way. It's not something that you want to say, I'm going to buy because of this, but it does give you hints of maybe what's going on in the buyers and sellers' minds over here. All right. All right. What's different about me there, Kool-Aid, over on TikTok Live? Make a general statement. What do you mean by that? I like Kool-Aid. Matter of fact, we serve Kool-Aid here in the Futures program. If you want to come drink some of our Kool-Aid and join us and see what we're all about, have at it. So what's going on, Kool-Aid, over there on TikTok? Or you could choose not to answer. That's up to you. All right. Let me tell you there. Let me look over here. Questions on, let's see, the YouTubes. Okay. Good job, Orklo. Yes, when things aren't going right in your head, you don't trade. That could be disastrous, whether you're sick or your dog's distracting you, your wife's distracting you, whatever, right? If you're not entirely focused on what's going on, we have a lot of people who try to trade when they're sick, and that's not a good thing either, right? When you feel miserable, Your emotions have a lot to do with your decisions when you trade. So that's great wisdom there to sit out the day, right? Tomorrow's a new day. Okay. All right. Anyway, I guess Kool-Aid don't want to answer. Kool-Aid might have left. Who knows? Hey, I ain't afraid to answer anybody. Vanette asks, how do I use the L2 when it moves so quickly? Well, it is hard on the indices. I'm not really concentrating on the number per se. I'm looking here. Which one here's the bigger number? 19's a bigger number. All I got to remember is 951. Look on my chart, 951. Where's that at? Right there. To the downside, I look over here. Where's a big order there? 968. That's all I'm looking at. I'm not trying to memorize 44,968. I'm just looking at the last couple digits. 968 shows that it wants to pull up here a little bit higher than what it is right now, right? If them orders. Now they're starting to get about the same size, so I'm not really convinced. You're looking for orders that are larger than the average orders. See? You have some of these that are 10s, and now you have one that's double the size, 21, 18s. So it wants to come up. We'll watch it. I'm not going to enter this trade, even though I could add. It wants to go to that 969 right about here, right where my pointer's at. Look at that. Bam! Did I not tell you that's where it was going? Huh? Don't doubt the boomer. Right, Dave? Don't doubt the boomers. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. What's that from, huh? Come on. If you're old enough. What is it? Who was Bam Bam? What show was he on? What was Bam Bam on? Huh? Come on.
Flintstones.
The Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Oh, better not do that. I'll get banned on YouTube. If nothing else for my poor singing.
Got a strong candle up, Mark.
Yeah. Kool-Aid, this is AmericanDreamTrading.com's account. We broadcast on all the major social media networks. Coach uses this account. When Coach is on here, I use it when I'm on here, and Dawn uses it when she's on at 5 p.m. That way you can click subscribe, and you'll always know when we come on, right? You're not subscribing to 3 different channels from the same person, the same group. This is AmericanDreamTrading.com, futures, education, and trading. Coach is on with stocks and stock options and everything else trading from 9 to 11. I'm here with futures from 2 to 4, and Dawn is over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, from 5 till she gets done, 5 to 6, 6:30, whatever, however long they get to talking. Yep. This is ADD Coach, which is our TikTok account for AmericanDreamTrading.com. We also have Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, you name it. We're on all of them. Oh, by the way, like I said about yesterday, I couldn't get the TikTok software to run right on this computer, so the thing just wouldn't go. I don't know what the deal was. Today it fired right up, so who knows. So it's always good to have a backup account. So if you're on TikTok, you may want to go over and click subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. If you're on YouTube, you might want to click subscribe on the TikTok channel or Facebook channel or Instagram, whatever one you want. X, whatever, doesn't matter. We're on all of them. So always have a backup. If we're on every day, all right? Very rarely is there a reason we're not on unless it's a holiday. So for some reason, let's just say you come in TikTok and it ain't loaded up. Like, where's that dude at, that old guy at? Why ain't he on here? Go over to our American Dream Trading channel and vice versa. So the TikTok live studio application is kind of funky. It's very resource intensive, and it's just not a good piece of software. It's different from what you use on your cell phone and those ones. That's just like a viewing. But to go live to groups, you need the live software. So it makes it better. All right, so we're sitting here, we're consolidating. What else we got moving? Anything at all? Let's take a quick look back here. Let me look here, and then we're going to talk about the membership deal we got for you today. So just pay attention. If you didn't hear it from Coach earlier today, you're about to hear it again. All right, so we got ES is trying to get a little bit of a breakout here also. All right. Let's see where we're at here as far as levels go. We're pretty clear here, aren't we? What else we got back here behind us? Pretty clear to the upside, right? We'll keep an eye on that to see if this has a strong upward movement or not. Again, it's the end of the day, that type of thing. NQ, which is the NASDAQ, See here, it's kind of flat. NASDAQ really was kind of different than all the rest today, was it not? And then we have the Russell over here. Russell just kind of in its own little thing too. We got to break above this level. Let me change the color on that so it makes me aware that I made that a weird color for some reason. Keep an eye on that level. You can see it's tested a couple times. It's attempting a little bit of a breakout here, right? So we'll see. Not very impressive, is it? Doesn't matter. This thing could go, you never know how high is up, right? If this here is getting in here on a nice stair step up, if I can get this candle, it's turned into a doji now, though. Yep, it failed. It's out again. All right. Good. All right. So that answer your, back to Kool-Aid there. Did that answer your question, sir or madam, whatever the case may be? How do we get L2 quotes? For free on Webull? Yeah, you wish. No, ain't nothing for free in this world. The software's free. L2 data order book. It's L1, L2. L1's just a one line. L2 is multiple lines. For stocks and options, it's through like the NASDAQ and all that, but you can get it through your broker. In this case, Webull. You want the regular the regular L2 data. Now for futures, they have their own. It's through the CME group. If you use your cell phone app for Webull, it's easier to get it. You go down to markets in the app, and then in your settings, then apps, and or market, and you'll scroll down to CME group level 1 or level 2, whichever you want. Level 1 will run you about $11. Level 2 will run you about $40 a month. What you see on my screen is the L2, which it's $40 a month. So, and I missed that there while I was talking. But right now they were, and I don't know if they are still today. They were running a promotion. Once you fund your futures account with Webull, which means it takes $500 to open your account, they'll give you L2 data for free till the end of the year. Now I don't know if that promotion is still effective. You'll need to check their website for further information. All right, let me see what we can do here. Let me see if I can get a couple bucks out of this trade here. Let's see what we're getting. There we go. See, I bought down here, and it's climbing up. So we'll see if I can make a couple bucks anyway. There, I'm up 5,000 right there, 4,000, 2,500, 500, 1,000, broke even, lost 500, lost 2,000. Oh, this ain't good. Hope this bounces. What the heck? Oh. I got my stop down there. I'm going to see if it bounces off the 21. That's why I have my stop right below it. All right. Give it some breathing room. Oh, that is so. Oh, now I'm stopped out. It got me. Even though this hasn't disappeared yet, the line for this is in the middle of the box, by the way. In case you didn't know that about Webull. You can see the line right here. It's real faint. Even though this hasn't disappeared, it already stopped me out. So it just hasn't disappeared off the screen. It takes like 10 to 15 seconds. At least I guess I have. Or did I? I thought I did. I thought it could stop me out. Apparently not. Yep, there it is. I knew it did. All right. Let's go back here. That's what happens when you talk. That's exactly why I don't use my real account, because I'm talking and answering questions and things like that. And you get distracted, right? So, all right. Yes, Dave said it's Trivia Tuesday. Today's not Tuesday, Dave. Oh, on the aftermarket, Dave won. All right. Dave is the man. You don't mess with boomers, right? So, all righty. What else we got going on here? Let me see. Back to this here. All right. Hey, I'm in the hole. What's up with that? And two trades in a row. All right. So the main thing is you got to stay focused. Talking through it. Right now, the ES is not in a good place. It's jammed up here in indicators. I'm not interested in getting involved with that. We are on the downside of the indicators on the NASDAQ. That could be interesting if it decides to pull back down. Right now, it's going to hit one of its low spots. So you got a double bottom, down triple bottom right here that it's got to break through. Let me pop a little line on there since I don't have one. So it's got to, if this goes to the downside, I want to wait for it to break and hold down there unless I happen to catch this bounce off the 9. And the 9's at 9, let's just call it 920. I'm watching this here. If it bounces at 919, we'll call it. It's 914 right now. If it goes up there and hits that 9 and bounces down, I can get maybe a 50% retracement out of it sometimes. We'll see. It's a real quick scalp if you do it, you know, kind of thing. And there we go. There's exactly what I just said was going to happen. Did I not? Did I not? Did I not? Huh? 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 Who told you that was going to happen? Where'd you hear about that at? Oh, right here. All right, I'm going to lock in that profit. And get some of my profit back out of it anyway. So, close these out here because I can manually close these so it doesn't create a new order. Now I'm down 14 instead of whatever I was down. What was I down before? 18 or something? Some ridiculous amount. Okay. Again, paper trading, don't feel bad for me. It's not real, but I still don't like to lose even on paper. All right. Here we get YM. Is it going to pull back down here? Well, if it does, I'm going to wait for a break and hold below this 940 level, right? It had to fight to get through it. Well, it might have to fight to get back lower. Plus, I have the 55 there, the 200. So there's quite a few barriers on that one. Russell's the same way. So they're all pretty much looking in the same position. So if one's that way, other than NASDAQ. NASDAQ is below all the indicators. It's just got to break down where it was at for me to want to enter the trade. And we have ES is really in the nasty spots between the 200 and the 55. This thing just might ping pong. You know, it's like trapping a runner between bases kind of thing, right? It's running back and forth between the two, trying not to get out. So, all right. Well, let me tell you here, for those of you watching, those of you on all the social media, Coach implemented a new promotion here today on the futures. If you've always been curious about futures and you like to have a chance to see what we do behind the curtain in the futures program, for $49, you can have a 2-week full entry into the futures training and education program here at American Dream Trading. Training starts at 8:30, 8:45 every morning on a live Zoom call with myself and up to three other moderators and members, and you can ask questions and everything. Full benefit membership benefits. We start trading we start in at 8:30 is when we start. This official start time is 8:45, but we open up the Zoom room at 8:30 for training and trading, and we do start right off the bat usually, and we'll answer any questions you have, and you can see how we train and trade. I think once you get in there, you'll like what you see, and it's normally a $250 a month membership. You can get it for $49, and that'll get you 2 weeks of inside AmericanDreamTrading.com's futures program, right? So check that out over AmericanDreamTrading.com right now. Head on over. And we also have the premium membership, which is our entry-level membership for stocks and stock options and that type of thing. Does not include futures. It's $19 for 2 months. Now, why is it more? Or 2 months, 2 weeks. Why is that one less than their futures? Well, the futures come with our Trading View indicators, which you know I've showed you that every day on with our Trading View, which does require a separate membership or subscription. Has nothing to do with that, but our overlay goes into that, the Pine script that we wrote for our indicators. And they do very well. I enjoy making money with them every single day. So, all right. Do I have an order open or something here? I guess I don't. All right. I'm up $2,090 now. I was down whatever it was, $13,000, $18,000 on paper. Again, it's fake money. I get it. But I still trade it the same way. I'm still making my own decisions. We train with here. So if I get distracted, turn my head away like I am right now, and don't see what happens and I miss it, right? All right. So futures, you can get in for $49 for 2 weeks, at which time it will automatically renew at $250 if you don't cancel prior to the ending of that promotional period. You can cancel at any time and not owe any more money, period. Right? I think you'll enjoy it. I love it. It's my jam. I live there all day long. So, I mean, today I actually started late. I had some stuff I had to take care of behind the scenes and some other stuff. So I didn't really, I mean, even though I was up earlier like I normally am, I really didn't start trading today till, I don't know, 4:45 or something like that. It was later than normal. I like to get in on the London market, which starts at 3. Basically, I just start trading when I get up. If I get up at 2 and I wake up at 2 a.m., I'll get the coffee on and go through my morning routine like we all do, right? And I'll come down and start trading. Might as well, I'm up, right? No sense not making money. Make the best use of your time. What's the Russell doing? Did it break through my level yet? Nope. Somebody keeping an eye on that there. What else we got? NASDAQ. It's flat. NASDAQ's kind of the worst one right now for some reason. And the S&P. Oh, I'm still liking my YM, but it's just not doing anything exciting at the moment either. What did I just trade? I traded what? What did I just trade? I traded NQ, I think. Is that what it said? NQ? Was that the last trade I just did? Yes, I did, I guess. Was it? Yeah, I played the bounce off the 9, didn't I? That's what I did. I don't know. I don't remember. See, I already forget. All right, questions. Let's see. All right. Yes, you do need, Miguel, you do need live data to effectively paper trade. Now, you can get the L1. It's cheap. You know, you can buy it separately. Actually, TradingView even has a package if you want to buy it just for TradingView. You won't be able to use it with any other brokers. That's the bad thing. Whereas if you buy it for Webull, it also works on TradingView. Yeah, the reverse is not true. All right. So I'm waiting on this to break out here. I do know I have an impediment to profits up here because I have this little shelf here, this little double top. I'll draw a line there just so we can see it. And that'll be a quick reference point for me also there. So I want to wait and see. I don't jump in that willy-nilly while I'm jumping around here trying to find something I really want to trade. Here's VWAP on ES. If you guys, any of the paid members, see something starting to break out, let me know. Appreciate it. All right, who's been over to our AmericanDreamTrading.com website? You grab our free Discord while you're there. That helps you communicate with other members of American Dream Trading. That's how we interact with each other, in addition to our live feeds. No one will ever contact you beyond those two means. We will never DM you also. We'll never DM you inside even the free Discord. So if anybody tries to DM you, send you a personal message, even if it looks like it's Coach or somebody, it's not. We will never contact you that way. You can get scammers within the Discord, and they can do those type of things. So we will never direct message you at any time. We do all of our talking through our live lounges inside the Discord or during our live Zoom calls. It's the only two ways that we contact. We're not going to email you, WhatsApp you, Telegram you, nothing, right? We're not doing any of that garbage. And we do that for the very reason so people can't get scammed that way. Okay, so, all right, what else we have? Okay. No questions over there on TikTok. Keither, do you have members who trade on Tradeovate? If so, what's their take on it? Yes, it does. Their margins are less. I have traded on it. I had mixed feelings. J-Dog. As a matter of fact, I just sent Tradeovate some money to fund a small amount to fund account. I want to give it another try to see how it works. Had some mixed results last time, so I want to see if I have any more issues with it. We have members here that use it every day without any issues. So I didn't link my TradingView to it last time, so I want to try that and see how that works. What kind of experience that is. So I may be able to start trading on that. I don't remember what day, sometime next week anyway. I want to see how that goes. I didn't send a lot of money, just enough to get me going to make a few trades here and there so I can evaluate it better. But I like it. I like Trade Evade. I like all the stats it can give you. It's got a lot of bells and whistles, right? And it's like any other broker. You know, it's not everything's not perfect, right? So,
Check the
but
Russell
yes,
mark.
it's highly respected. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying we have members use it and they like it. So
Check the Russell mark.
check the Russell mark. I will check the Russell mark. There we go. Oh, it's trying to break through. Let me see if this breaks and hold through my level I was waiting on. There's a confirmation candle trying to form. It is on the shoulder of the previous. However, it's turning red on me, right? Not a lot of strength there. There's a little minor top right here. Maybe they're worried about. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the next candle, if it goes up through there, we'll consider it. So we're watching. That is at the 230, 327 level. And it's pretty much hanging there right now, 26 to 27. Nothing bigger to the upside right now that's showing on the L2. So,
Mark, you have a super chat?
do I have a super chat? No way. Who was the super chat? Ah, Ken T. Thank you, Ken T, for the kind words and the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ken T says, hands down the best trading out there. That's true. American Dream Trading. I'm just one of 20 moderators that you have access to. And not only that, our members are very knowledgeable and we all help each other out. Yes, we do have dedicated trainers, on, if you want to say that. And we do. We lead the room. We moderate, right? We moderate the discussions. Doesn't mean I have all the answers, right? I have answers I haven't used yet, so, I'm willing to use them at any time. But we have a lot of knowledgeable people in our group. It's very impressive. We have people from all different backgrounds and training, and it really helps everybody out as a whole community. So it's very, very exciting community. And on top of that, we all generally want to see each other succeed, right? We don't want to see anybody fail, right? So where else are you going to go where you are amongst a group of people that want to see you succeed? That don't happen very often, right? People are always trying to tear you down, right? If you don't think that, go tell one of your relatives right now you're a day trader. See what they say. It's like gambling, right? How many of them had said that to you? It's gambling, right? So my one uncle, he always says, he knows I day trade, doing it, and I do okay. But he always, whenever I see him, he's like, "Get a real job yet?" It's like, no.
Technically, Mark, if you think about it, it really is gambling if you don't know what you're doing. You're
Well, it
taking
is.
all kinds of gambles unless you get training from
American Dream Trading.
.com.
Yes, it is. If you don't know what you're doing, just throwing money at it. You can come in here and throw 10 grand at the market every day if you want. Some of it might actually stick, but it will be gambling because you have no clue what you're doing, right? You might as well go roll some dice and see if it come up snake eyes or whatever. I don't know how about dice games,
Right.
but you know what I mean? All right, so now, do we have any orders up here above this 237 mark? There's a hint of 238s there, but nothing huge. These orders are all pretty much the same size. I'm not really going to get committed and fall in love with the Russell here right now. Doesn't mean this can't change in a heartbeat, right? Either up or down. We're approaching 3 o'clock, which is power hour. But I'm just not all that enthused, quite honest with you. See what we have here. All right. Let me move this here a little bit. Oh, whatever. What else we got going on here? Watch. Looking. Let's see. Am I froze on TikTok or is that just my end? Probably my end. Let's see here.
I think it's your end. You're
Yeah,
still
it
moving
is.
on
I just had to refresh it. I don't know why it does that either. All right. There we go. Let's see here. Nothing exciting. It's like watching the paint dry. But that's how trading goes, right? I don't want to steer anybody wrong here. Sometimes it's like this during the day, right? And you sit here and you wait and you wait and you wait. Why do we wait? Because you go jumping willy-nilly in these things, trying to make something out of it, trying to squeeze pennies out of rocks, and you're going to get what you deserve, right? a losing trade. So wait for it. I mean, if it all else fails, you can't stand it, quit for the day. Go on. Get up from the chair, move away. Go out and smell the roses. I'm waiting for this ES to break above VWAP here. It just doesn't want to do that. And even once it does that, it's got to get through this level here before it can really do anything else, right? So I want to see this climb here. Let me pop a line just for a visual reference for myself when I come back to this. And I can see that in case this is a while before it gets here. And if it does, what I will wait for at a minimum is a break and hold above VWAP. You never enter at VWAP because it can go either way. And VWAP is a very strong magnet on top of that. So I want one candle and to start with another one before I get it. Well, the only problem with that is by then it's going to be close to this double top, right? Triple top. So I might as well just wait on a break and hold above that, right? Because my upside is limited. It's not that I can't make money. Let me stretch this out a little bit. How much money can I make on that? It's only 2 points. That's 8 ticks. $12.50 a tick. Yeah, $50. That's $100 per contract I can make. And worth it. I'm not going to worth risking the losing trade just because of this, how small that potential profit area is there. Dow, still flat. Put this on auto here.
Mark,
Yes.
MNQ is starting a 2-minute EWO
Thank you.
on the upside.
On the upside. What's my barriers to profits on the upside?
I have a critical line at 9:30, 9:30. But I
Previous
don't know.
Facebook.
I have a little, their double, triple top right at 936 area, 936.50 on NQ. I wouldn't touch that EWO with a 10-foot pole right now until it breaks and holds above that level. You are in a channel, right? So she announced there was an EWO, but even she did not say buy, did she? She just stated a fact that an EWO is in progress on the S&P 500. Okay, here's what I was looking for right there. All right, now it's looking better. It's breaking up above this, right? Can I scalp that or jump into EWO and let it go? That type of thing. Oops, I got it. Went too small of a stop there. What's up with that? It's all right. I'll just leave it there for now. Much I can do about it. All right. I'm worried about right here. See this line here, right where that top of that candle's at? All right. I'm just going to lock that profit in as a scalper because I want to see it break this level right through here, right where the top of that wick's at, as a matter of fact. And there we go. Now I am up, whatever. As soon as this thing multiplies, it's back on there. Oh, wait a minute. That thing says I'm only up 800. Now, what's going on with that? I made more money than that. How could I have gave up money? That don't make any sense.
That was my commission.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was. I'm serious. Wasn't I up? How much was I up? Wasn't I up a couple thousand? That was a winning trade there. I didn't lose anything. Whatever. Maybe it just hasn't showed it yet. Hey, you get excited anyway. It's not real money. It's paper money. So here's another level I'm worried about right here. I'm going to pop a line just because these are here. Oh, look at that. Just as I was preparing to draw that line, now we're getting a pullback. See that? See how that works? Get line just a hair. Right top of them wicks. Right about there. It's close enough for hand grenades. And look, it rejected off there. So now I want to see it break and hold above that level. So I still want to know what happened to that trade. It shows I'm only up 800. Was I up less than that? I thought I had $2,000 there before I started. Oh well. It don't matter. I just don't like to lose, that's all. Even if it is fake money. Even if it is monopoly money. The purpose of paper trading is to help you learn the mechanics of your software and to test out, make sure you're making good decisions on entering and exiting a trade, right? It'll tell you soon enough if you entered wrong, improperly, or before you should, or you made a poor decision. It's best to do it on paper than to try to do it with real money. You don't want to come in here and blow up your account. All right, how many new futures memberships? Did I lose on my last trade, Doug? You sure? Doug J? All right, well, whatever. Must have blinked. I don't know. Uh-oh. TikTok's yelling at me for some reason. Let's see what their software wants of me now. Do I gotta do a puzzle thing? I don't see anything on here. I don't know why it makes these noises. Anybody know why it makes them noises? I have no clue. I don't even see any warning or anything here. Nothing. Usually it does that alerting you that there's going to be, you got to do the puzzle verification thing. Are you still live? Are you still live? Click here if you are. Yes, I'm still live. You don't see my ugly face on here? I don't know. All right. Don't worry about it too much. Now, did I just mess up my whole screen or not? I'm all right. I'm good still. All right. That thing's beeping and booping everywhere. Back up here. All right. We're going to break out above here. What do I have here on the Russell? I still don't have anything really above that 328 that wants me to jump into Russell. I'd rather do the NQ if it's working better. Let me see. What's NQ doing? Nope. Rejected off there and pulled back. The Russell is above that level, but just doesn't have a lot of strength. I mean, I like that trade. It is on the shoulder of the previous one, right? Why I was saying that, it popped instead of me just entering it and then talking about it. You notice I do that, right? I talk about what I want to do before I do it. And the time I go get ready to do it, it's not the, I missed a good opportunity, right? So, what do I have? Two 28 nines. Yeah, see, this is not really going up much here at all. It's not very impressive to me as far as that goes. Just not thrilled with it, to be quite honest with you. It's not that it means it won't go up. NQ, what are you doing, NQ? Flat. S&P 500, what are you doing? Flat. Now, tomorrow's a big day in the stock market economic news department at 8:30. We will have the PPI numbers released. What is PPI, you asked? Well, I'm glad you asked. Producer Price Index. In other words, if you're a producer, you're a manufacturer, a producer of products, you're always tracking what your PPI numbers are. How much does it cost me to build my widget? Right? Do I need to raise my prices, or can I keep them the same? Could I even lower them? Which, you know, that never happens, right? So that is a measurement across the board on survey they do and ask manufacturers, is it costing you more to make your widget than it did last month or less than last month? And they report that, and the government reports that as one figure. So tomorrow will be, then that's an inflationary fixture also, right? So if it costs you more to build the same thing, well, you know, they got to pass that on to somebody else. That inflates the price, which affects inflation nationwide, right? Worldwide, as far as that goes.
Excuse me, Mark, can I ask a question?
Yes, you may ask a question. If you could speak into your mic a little louder, it'd be helpful.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you barely myself. I don't know.
Barely. Okay, hold on, let me turn it up.
Sounds like you're
First,
away from your
figure out.
mic a little bit to me, but I do not have my hearing aid in either, so, you know, there's that. Ah,
No, won't do it.
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get it
Don't worry
louder.
about it. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to know, when you were trading NDQ, I was kind of curious, what's your risk to reward
On which one?
on NDQ?
NQ?
Yeah,
NASDAQ?
NASDAQ.
It's the most volatile of the three, but it's also probably has a higher reward, right? Because it moves more ticks at a time, right? So the potential payout, even though it's the same ratio, it just tends to move more ticks than what the Russell would, right? It's more volatile, so it'll move up and down a lot more, right, over time. So that's it. But it is a higher. If you don't know what you're doing now, I trade it every day. I can trade anything today. I didn't trade the NASDAQ today. I might have done a trade here or there, but I didn't actively trade it. This morning I traded nothing but gold, and then whatever we did, maybe I did NASDAQ at the beginning, but once YM started to move, we were sat in YM together, right, kind of thing, and I was in that. So I like it. It is volatile. It will rip your face off, but it'll also reward you with a pot of gold too, right? When it has its moments. Today, wasn't, to me, it wasn't worth the effort with all that volatility and things it had. It was really a lot of ups and downs. These big candles, right? So.
YM was
Check,
the
check.
absolute beauty today. Hi, Daddy. There's Coach.
Oh,
Hey.
Coach is in the
So
house.
on his risk to reward ratio, because he's scalping, he's not using it so much, right? It's more
Right.
about get in, get green, get out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we was looking to hold a little bit longer, then we'd start using that. But you can see, Mark, and I don't want to answer for you, but you're getting in and out pretty quick, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you're not looking for like, when I get in, I'm going to hold till X point. It's more get
Yeah.
green, make the move, and get out. So
There's why I might bounce. Look at this. See, this is why I don't trade
does
with
that
my real
answer your
count.
question,
Look at
Larry?
this.
That's a reward question.
I had a working order open over here on the Russell when we clicked off. Okay, why is my count going down? It's like, all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm
He
not
was
doing an
asking,
EWO
risk to
per se
reward,
on this,
yeah.
right? So, what's going on? How'd your day go, Coach, over there in the stock
It's
market
going good.
world
Oh my
with the
gosh,
normal
all
people?
this Back end, we're working on a couple things for crypto, the crypto kitties.
The crypto kings and queens, as we call them.
Yep. So we got we're looking at lowering the price of admission for it just because there isn't a whole lot going on in there. I'm looking at doing some lives for it so we can try to kick that program off. Futures is obviously, doing its own thing. I trade futures every day in front of people, have been for about 8 months. So we got that going. I gotta invest my time and energy into the crypto space so we can get that kicked off, because it's
Tell you what, Coach, the
Just
day
that-
that we can trade like XRP, like in and out, trade
Yeah.
it, scalp it like we can a stock or a future, that's the day
Yep.
I'll be out there in crypto.
well, we can, right? Isn't there paper trading for Webull? Will it allow you to do crypto yet?
Well, you can paper trade it in TradingView, but I mean, like if you when I can actually trade it for money, because I think XRP is one of the easiest things I've ever scalped in my life.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal to scalp.
Well, I mean, people
Matt,
want us.
you can.
They want to see us trade it live, so we will be doing that. And I've actually talked to Chris that's all he should be doing is talking about meme stocks and trading live. That's all people want to see, by the way. Nobody cares about white papers and governments and SECs. Nobody cares about the education portion. Right now, people
Yeah.
are interested in which crypto is running, where do I buy it, and how do I trade it. That's all they care about. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get in there and I will kick that thing off, and then we'll be crack-a-lacking like futures.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but we ran the Dow Jones Industrial Average all the way up, all the way back down, all the way back up again. It was beautiful.
Gosh.
It was a beautiful
Yeah, that is
trade.
beautiful.
It was probably the most beautiful chart in the whole investing universe today.
Yeah,
really
that's
was.
awesome.
Really was.
Yes.
And that was due to a member call out.
Now, how about Mark over here kicking ass, by the way? Isn't he crushing it?
Bet those cheeks.
Are you guys loving Mark in here or what? Show him some love now. Throw a bunch of money right at his face. Go in that tips jar. Go in the tips moderators area and throw a bunch of money right at him. Whoosh.
I'll take it all. I don't care. I'm not proud.
Take it all. Throw
Take
it
it
all
all.
at him. Put it in
Take
the
it all.
pot. Stir
I'll
it
put it right in the
around.
market and make more money with it.
Yep. Throw it in there. Doing a hell of a job, though. Everybody's loving life.
Yep.
308. Oh my gosh, this day is flying by.
Yes, sir. Did your little stock kitties make any money today? Because I know we did here in the futures.
We had
All right.
another $1 million plus day.
All right.
Yep. Absolutely. We destroyed SPY, gave them 3 A+ setups. We nailed every one. Should be some amazing media for that.
Gonna be about the norm for you every day now, Coach. Is $1 million days, 5 million a week at least minimum
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
between all your members.
Correct.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep. Waiting on the Russell here to bust out. But it's just kind of sitting here. I can't believe I'm in. Well, I didn't know I was still in this trade. I clicked off because somebody asked a question, and I'm like, "Why is my?" Remember, I asked earlier. I said, "Why is my P&L less?" I thought it was up like 3,000 or 4,000, and I looked down. I'm down
So
to
you're at
$800. I'm
800?
like, "What's going on?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, there's one open every year." It's like, yeah, it's
Oh,
paper,
was there?
right? I'm not, it's no big deal, but
Whoops. Yeah.
you don't want to get distracted when you're trading, even if it is paper trading, right?
That's right.
That's how you wreck your account. So, and that's exactly why I don't trade with real money on my real account during the lives, because I'm looking at 5 different screens. And look at that. Is that not glorious? Look at that. Well, look at that.
That pop.
Oh my. This market's just giving money away today. Yeah, and we're getting up to that
It
level.
wants to do
Okay,
it.
right,
Take
get
it.
that wick touched it. You got another oomph. What do we got above that? 230 mark. Oh, no, 230. There's no big orders to pull it up through there and
Oh,
hold
that
it.
is beautiful.
Oh, I'm going to have to take profit here. I'm getting an itchy trigger finger. Is there anything wants to pull it higher? Oh, there's some 231s now. Oh, there's a 231 right there, 31. And it's a bigger order. It'll draw that up
Scalp
there.
it. Just take.
No,
Shed it.
got to
Shed
go
some.
for the
Shed
gold.
some.
I'm greedy now,
Shed
coach.
some.
Got it. Come on, 231.
Shed
Let's go.
some.
Get
Shed
up there.
some.
There it comes. Come on, 230.3. Come on, you want it right there. It is on the L2. Go get it.
How many you got in there,
231.1.
100?
231.1. Let's go. That's a whole point above where it's at now. And if you show one more weakness, I'm taking a profit and getting out of Dodge. Ah, you dirty dog. All right, heck with you. I'm going to sell. Sell!
Sell it all. How many are you doing at a time? 100?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now if this is right, I'm up $10,010. There you go.
Very nice.
That ain't
Just
bad
like
for clicking
that.
a mouse button.
The Russell and YM are just the 2 main squeezes, man. They are just been.
Oh, yeah, we're in
they've
love
been
with them.
killer lately.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I mean, look at SPY and look at the NASDAQ, right?
oh, they look like crap.
Oh, no, we killed it today.
Oh, come on. What do you
they
stock
look
kids
like
know
crap
about
compared to what we've
trading?
been
Come
doing,
over
right,
there.
Mark?
Come on.
Look like crap compared to what we've been doing, right, Mark?
Yeah, ours was just like, even a caveman could do it, we said earlier.
Like butter.
Yeah, it was. It was
Morning, Coach,
really.
you remember those Geico commercials with the caveman? Even a
I
caveman
do.
could do it.
Yeah.
YM was like that this morning.
Yeah, see how yours was, nice ups and downs, but you compare that to what YM was like, oh, yeah, it was just like a nice,
Oh,
smooth
yeah, you guys are
roller
digging
coaster.
that YM, aren't you?
Yeah, that was beautiful. It was just a nice, purty, had the purtiest chart of them all. Look at that nice straight up and straight down and straight up and straight. Yeah, it wasn't all the
that's
jagged
nice.
like the NASDAQ and ES was.
How did Apple end up? Pull that up real quick. Just curious.
Yeah,
'cause we
I
had-
actually pulled that up a couple times today during the
Yeah.
live, during the futures
We had
today.
some people rocking that, but I obviously once I got doing my other stuff, I couldn't look at it no more.
234. Well, I went to about 235, 234.99.
Yeah.
99.
Okay, so it's kind of bounced around. All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
But it's coming back up to it's trying to work its way back up to that triple
Yeah,
top
yeah.
area. So
Yeah, they wrote it real nice this morning. I think David said he was up over $4,000 on that today.
good job, David.
Yeah, just crushing it.
Yeah, imagine what he could do over here in the futures, coach. Just imagine.
Whoa. No, we don't want to imagine that because I
we
need
got to get him some Kool-Aid sent over there. We might have to send him a package in the mail.
NQ chat. Damn
No, once you drink the Kool-Aid, coach, there's no going back.
it. I know it is hard to go back. I'll be honest with you. I've traded it all.
Yeah, there's no one better than the other. It's just different, right?
Yep, it is.
The chart's a chart to chart. Oh, look at the Russell now, man. Look at that. Is
Just
that not a pretty
flying.
chart? Look at that. What do we got up here?
Glorious.
231s is what I want to see. Oh, look at them 231. Oh, yeah, that wants to go up there. When do we get to the downside? Yeah, they're all about the same size now. I ain't planning touching that. All the orders about the same. Get some big magnet. Get some big magnet. Then okay. Right now, I'm not convinced it wants to go any higher. They're all fighting over price right now. Nobody wants to commit. I hate non-committal.
Non-committers.
Jeez. They join AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab that $49 2-week full benefit membership.
Yes.
And they too
You
can
see,
learn how to trade futures.
Yes, $49, 2 weeks. What a steal, right?
Hey, get live
And
Zoom
it includes
trading.
the trading view indicators.
Yeah.
That's insane. Somebody take that offline. That's too good of a deal.
Yeah, I think we probably maybe have 40 or 50 because they're watching today, running over there signing up right now. I think. I don't know.
Immediately.
You'd have to check the records, Coach. Maybe it just flooded the
ASAP.
system and shut her down.
Right. Shut it down. It's too good of a deal.
All right.
Gotta go.
We can only support so many in here, so you better get in now. Once
You
the
guys heard it
limits
here
reach,
first.
we'll have to shut her
Deal's going
down.
away.
We'll have to shut her down. Have to hire a new host.
Yeah, gotta shut it all down.
Another
Deal's
room.
too good.
Have to have
It's a
2
great
rooms.
place to be.
Oh, Void Mark just wants to jump in. Oh, there's 232 starting to show up. Let's see. Is it going to stay there? We'll do a quick scalp here and see what we can do with this real quick. I'm not going to sit in this all day. Let me see here. We got 232.2s there. I'm watching the bottom of the L2. Oh, there's a big order to pull that up to 32. And we won't play around here too long. I can make a quick profit, then I'm going to do it. So it just gets up above where I bought it. I learned a neat little trick using this widget here, Coach. As long as it gets up here at the top on 100 contracts, that's quite a bit of money. Just go ahead and take it. That's
yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I'll show you once it gets there. Yeah, it gets up to that top of that. Just watch there. There's an imaginary line there, right? Yeah, let me slide it over here a little bit, right? Watch out when it gets up there. Mark been playing around with that just for the fun of it, just because he could. Why am I talking to myself in the third person?
It was after the party last night. The
That's
roller
it.
skating party.
Yeah, that's it. Boy, my hip's sore.
I thought you were going to pull a hammy the way you were kicking that foot up to touch
Yeah.
your hand.
Well, I should have never jumped over that one girl's head. You know,
Right.
run and jump. That was hard on my joints.
Yeah, that was a little.
I don't know. I might have cracked
excessive.
my artificial hip. I'm not quite sure. I might have to go get that checked out.
Excessive
There we
All right,
go.
I'm watching you. Let's see what we got.
Come on. I got 230. Oh, look at that. 232 even. Look at that big orders. 232s. It definitely wants 232, which is, I'm going to go ahead and pop a line there because I just told you that's where it's going. And we'll just go ahead and magically put a line there. Again, do not mirror or mimic anything you see on my screen. It's for educational purposes only. Neither I or anyone else associated with American Dream Trading or licensed financial advisors. And as such, we can never give financial investment or tax advice. And our lawyers in the
there it
background
is.
cheer.
There
There
it
it is.
There it
There it is. There it is. Oh, look at that. I hesitated too long because I was talking. Anyway, I gave up a few bucks there, but that's okay. I made money. I don't know how much. Doesn't matter. But it was a green trade, was it not? Yes, it was.
Beautiful.
I'm now up, whatever,
Beautiful.
$10,220. Something like that. What did I say that was going to hit, Coach?
Yeah, 2332.
Did I not put a line there before it even got there?
That was so close.
Wow,
It was,
look at
close
that.
enough for
I
government
just
work.
wonder where I learned how to do that stuff. It's just amazing. This is like cheating.
I can't believe it.
Is this legal?
It's like unbelievable.
Wow. Look at
I
that.
have a quick question.
Yes, you can. You can ask a long one if you want. We got time.
Do it.
Well, no, like just those candles on there. You're on RTY. You've got those 4 candles. What lets you know that it's going to make that run? Because I always seem to end up kind of doing what you just did, kind of catching it on the tail end.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's going to let me know that it's going to run before it runs so that I can be in it when I need to be
There's
in it?
nothing is sure. What I was doing was looking at the L2. Where's the big walls at? Where's the orders stacking up? The reason I did that was a pure L2 play. I had no assurance it was going there. All right. Because somebody can throw orders in at any time. Those are orders that are placed but not executed. So they could have canceled them orders and
they could
I'd have got
dump 'em
snookered.
anytime.
Yeah, and I do get snookered, right? It happens.
Yeah, just remember, everybody, the L2 is only what you can see. There's a lot of
Right.
hidden orders that
Yes.
get in there, but it at least gives us somewhat of an idea. If I was trading this with that question, you see the way it's stair-stepping perfectly
Yep.
and it hasn't tried to pull back
Dink.
to the 9 yet?
Dink. Shoulder to the
long
previous.
as long as it continues to do that, that's the same pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
As
Yep.
soon as it starts to break that pattern, though, and starts to come back to the 9 or not perfectly stair step, I know not to try to do what Mark's doing. Then I'm going to wait for it to come back to the 9 to dip it and to grab it on that dip, right?
Yep.
So as long as that's why we're always watching for patterns. As long as this stays in this perfect pattern, there's no reason to worry about it. Does that make sense?
Yep. Do I trust my indicators? Right?
Do I trust the training?
Yep.
Training, sir.
Yep. So, as we showed, if it's on the shoulder of the previous candle, in other words, it's starting at the price of the previous candle finished at. That's a sign of
body, yeah.
strength. See how that is? It's like steps. When the other candle doesn't start on the shoulder, that will be a sign of weakness, as these did, right? These weren't higher than any of the other ones. But the minute the next candle was higher on the shoulder on the other one, look what happened. That's a sign of strength. Bang, 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 bang,
Go
bang.
back over there, Mark.
Huh? Yep.
Go back to the left where you just were.
Yep.
You're in a paper trade, right? So I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about you.
yeah. That's
Okay.
all right.
If you look at the long candle, all right, go over more, straight up, over 6 candles to the right.
Okay.
That one. All right. So you see the long green candle, right?
Yep.
The one to the right is a hammer. The one to the right of that is a doji, right? Showing
Yep.
indecisiveness,
Mm-hmm.
which then it pulled back, went into consolidation for a long time, right? You got doji, hammer, then new body formed above previous body. See it?
Yep.
That's a good sign for time to go up. And then it goes into what Mark was talking about. You see how the next candle, the body is right where the previous body was, so on and so forth. So you get to start to watch that too. He's on the 2-minute, but it still works the same. If
Oh, I am on a
if you're
2-minute.
in
What the heck am I scalping on a 2-minute for? Oh, there
Yeah,
we
I
go.
wasn't sure. Well, remember somebody said EWO, so you looked at it probably.
Yeah, right. Well, I've been scalping actually on the 2-minute and being
Yeah,
successful
this
because
is such
I'm
a
not as
slow
itchy.
mover that it doesn't really hurt anything. I mean, you can
Right.
trade that damn thing on a 5-minute.
Yeah, right.
You could. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
No, I've
good.
been doing 2-minute on purpose scalping.
Yeah. I do it a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll sometimes get stuck in a 5 and just be like, well, let it go.
There we
Then it
go.
doesn't freak you out.
Right. And it's a little, I found it was a little, I did it by accident a bunch until one of the members pointed out, you're on a 2-minute and you're scalping.
get
I'm
that
like,
all the time. Right.
okay, this is great. I'm going to keep it there.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it slows it down.
Yeah.
You don't really, you're not seeing, think about it. If I'm trading it, I'm not seeing red, green, you
Right.
know?
Correct.
Yeah, go to a 5-minute real quick. So those of you that freak out and panic all the time, this is the way to trade it, right?
Yep.
I mean, because look at this. It's still green, right? As long as you know your bottom, your risk to reward, whatever you are trading.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was looking at this 5-minute, the thing that would help me is I'd either have my stop below the previous candle's body, see it?
Yep.
Or I would use the previous candle's top of the body, which in this case is the bottom of itself, and use that as my stop.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on how large I'm in, if I'm in smaller, I can have a little bit more room on my stop, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then I could use previous candles like the bottom portion of its body or itself, which would be the top portion of the previous body. Does that make sense, everybody in the
Right.
room?
Yeah, looking right now with the Russell right at this moment anyway.
Yeah.
The ATR in a 5-minute candle is 20 ticks. That's a
Right.
norm. That's a normal for me. 25 is actually
that's
my
what I'm
normal
saying. It's
stop.
perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then you guys can calm down a little bit and let it do its thing. Right, now
If we
the
get
other
too calm,
thing-
we fall asleep.
Now, here's the other beauty of doing that, if you guys wanted to, another way to trade it, right, is after it got, let's say it gets beyond your, say that 20 ticks, right? Maybe that's what your comfort level is, or 10, or whatever that is.
Right.
Once it gets there, close that stop, convert it to a trailing stop, move it to that either 10 or said 20 ticks, and now it's a free trade the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Because you've already moved ahead where you had your original. So in your head, right, if I'm like, hey, at 20 ticks, I'll take it. Well, instead of doing that, you could say at 20 ticks, I'm going to kill this stop loss. I'm going to convert this to a trailing stop. And you could let that thing go for hours. And it will move as long as it doesn't break 20 ticks at any point. This could stair step for the next 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's another way to look at it, to kind of take it out of your hands, and instead of, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You know, get into a good one. And the other thing too, right? Let's say you get into a real good one and it gets up to that 10, 20 ticks. You could take off 8 of your 10 or 80 of your 100, whatever it is. Then use that last 20 because you've already made all your money. Use that last 20, then put a trailing stop on it. Now, if the last little 10, 20% of the existing full weight of the trade goes against you, it doesn't take all that profit. Now that one's a free one, right? It's like leaving the runners to run. Does that make sense, gang?
Yeah. I got one of them in my backyard.
Yeah.
Coach, is that
A
on
shed.
Weeble?
Yes.
Yes.
Weeble has trailing stops now on futures.
Yep.
How do
that's
you do
correct.
that?
You gotta do it
write,
manually.
Same thing, yeah. In your work, so in your orders, you click, what is it? Click close, and then change it to a trailing stop, and then tell it how many ticks you want.
Yep. You got to do it manually.
Correct.
I can't
Okay.
show
That's
you
what I
that.
said.
It doesn't work on paper, so.
No. but
So if
that's
you
why I
already
was-
have a stop in, you have to delete it and then do
Correct.
it?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay,
That's
got
why I
it.
said,
Yep.
yeah, you got to cancel the existing stop, throw it in there, right? So make sure you understand your mechanics because remember, the second you click that stop off, you don't want like a knife drop and be like, oh.
Exactly.
You know, you can't be like, and then what do I do here? And then, oh shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, ah. So,
So you could set the trailing stop to do the 20, whatever ticks it is that their average is.
Yep.
correct.
Average
Just make
ATR.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
just make sure before you do that. That's why I like using a regular stop first. Because say I don't want it to go all the way to 20. Maybe I start at 10 with my hard stop and then it goes up another 10. I'm like, hey, now this is nice. Now I'm into something good, right? Then I can kill that stop, put in the 20 ticks, because if I've moved 20 ticks from where I bought it and I put in a trailing stop of 20 ticks, that means if it immediately or during that, it hasn't gone up at all, it could consolidate sideways for an hour and then drop 20 ticks. That means it's completely exactly where I paid for it, right?
Right.
So, I mean, if technically you could do it, get 1 tick pass, you guys know to cover the fees and all that. But anyways, semantics. But I'm just telling you, once you get it past the point of where you would normally either take the profit, or beyond the stop that you would have had in there, you could convert it to a trailing stop and let it go the rest of the damn day until it hits. So just give it some room. I mean, think about it. The beauty of that is you could start with 10, and if it's trailing and looking good, you could kill that one, move it to 20, and it continues to go, and kill that one. Right now you're up 50 ticks, change it to 30, so it really has some room to play with, right? Because remember, the farther that you get into the money, the farther away from the point you paid for it, the more you can allow it to dance around because you're already in the green, right? And the more you allow it to dance around, this is a long-term play, by the way. This isn't like quick scalp. But the longer it gets away from where you paid for it, the more room you want it to dance because it'll go up, pull back, consolidate. It could pull back a little bit more as long as you gave it enough rope, right? And then it climbs again because it acts as a stair-stepping fashion. If you have a too tight of a trailing stop, that doesn't do you any good because then you're just going to keep losing on a trailing stop, right?
Right. So when you put one in and you want to adjust it, do you have to kill it and do it again? Or
Yes.
you can just adjust that?
Nope, I don't think it lets you adjust an existing. I think you actually have to kill it and redo it again. Yep.
Yeah, you can't slide it.
Yeah, yep. And you can't modify it like you could a regular stop. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Little pro tip there for you, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
appreciate you.
Woo! Damn!
All right. Amazing.
Appreciate you.
Where can we find this guy at? Oh, AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Right.
That's where you go get that $49 2-week futures membership right now. You get to come in here, join live Zoom call training with open mics. You can ask questions and get training. You get to see everything. We actually officially start at 8:45, but generally we open up our trading and training at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time through 4 p.m. Eastern Time, where you too can join us and see what we do behind the scenes. You could ask very specific questions. We can deep dive into your questions, and we do that every day, right? Never know what we're going to talk about. Some days we'll have a theme, but other days we don't, right? So,
Third day.
yep.
That's a steal.
Yeah,
Thank you.
49 bucks for
Appreciate
2
you.
weeks. Heck yeah, it
I
is.
mean, it's crazy.
And what all everybody you up here watching for free? When are you going to take advantage of that? $49.
Get
better
Do
it.
more than
jump
that
on
on
Get it.
McDonald's
Get it.
coffee and
Get
Starbucks
it.
this week.
Woo!
How many times did you waste $49 that wasn't going to make you a dime? Right? I would venture to say that you probably crapped that much money out of you know what this week in the last 2 days.
Oh
There you
my.
go. For what benefit? None.
Just zero.
Zero. You probably weigh too much as it is. Quit shoving all that extra money in your pie hole.
Into your
Get
face.
that $49 2-week trial membership in futures. Do it now.
Now look at this, right? We talked about this. Look at this, Mark. Look how
Yep.
perfect this thing continues to stair step up, right? That's
Yeah.
exactly what we were talking about.
It's beautiful, Clark. It's
really
beautiful.
It's absolutely amazing.
It is. Wow. I can't believe we make money doing this.
Yeah.
Man, look, I'm up $11,930. I wasn't doing any trading because I was talking. But, I like this so much, I might just jump in for the heck of it. Do some quickie scalps. Just see what happens. Just see what happens.
See,
Yeah, well,
now
whatever.
everybody, if you're watching this, right, you want to zoom in, make them candles real nice and large off this 5 minute. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, if I was looking at this for my stop, right, I would use that previous bottom of the body. That would be my stop, right? If I had a tight stop, if I wanted a larger stop, it would be at that 2332. That is where you've got three candles. You've got the bottom of the previous candle, the body of the previous candle, and the top of the body and the third candle. So it'd be just a little bit lower than that. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
That would be the perfect place, just a tick or two right below that. Because if it's going to pull back, it will be to that spot. And if it keeps going, it's going to go to the 9, and I don't want to give up that much. Because if
No.
it can't hold at 2332, I don't want it. Make sense?
Correct. Well, I might try trading live 5 minute candles tomorrow, Coach. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean,
we'll see.
You could with this.
With
the Russell.
YM, you can. Probably RTY would be another good one to do it with. But
Yep.
something volatile, yeah, maybe not so much. Well, I mean,
Yeah, maybe. It's just, the candles move a lot bigger.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that with NQ. It's a little bit harder because the candles are nutto.
yes. I
But
love
you
NQ
can.
anymore. I just trade it like it's nothing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Once you get good, that's why I always say a chart is a chart is a chart. Just
Right.
one will move faster, right? This is why I put everybody in stocks and options over into Apple, right? I want the slow movers so they're not trying to figure out. Look at that. That's a nice move. Trying to figure out every second. You look at that 2335. You guys see the L2? That's the
Yep.
resistance.
That's what I'm looking at. 335.
335.
I think it might stop at 347 ish, but we'll see.
Yeah, it always wants to do it early because the professional traders want to get out before the wall, right, gang?
Ooh, that makes me a professional because that's what I do.
Yep. Well,
That's a
I wonder where you got
professional.
that from. I wonder where you got that from. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice job. Good job, bud.
Well, I'm waiting for like 2 ticks here, see if it'll do it. If not, I'm
Yes.
just going to go ahead and whatever, If it sits
All
there
right,
too long.
So right here, this brings up a great point. So if I was Mark, I would grab my stop and move it up now, because then he doesn't risk it dropping out, and he would put it at 0.5. If he's already going to go out anyways, move it up, then you have zero worry.
Yep.
Then it doesn't matter. He loses nothing.
Right.
Right? But right now, if he doesn't move it up, he loses everything if
Yeah.
some news catalyst or something comes out. Am I right?
Yeah, this is a screwy on paper trading on this. If you do 100
Yeah, it doesn't
contracts, it
work.
don't
Yeah,
let
the
you move
delay
it.
and all
It
the
don't let you
weirdness.
move it, period.
Yep,
Says
I
something about
gotcha.
the risk, right?
True.
All right, well, go back up there to that 7 since I was talking. All right, here's 7. There's the 7 I was going to get out on earlier. There we
There's
go.
8.
There it is.
Nice
Boom.
job. Good
Boom.
job.
Nice
Now-
job, Boomer.
Do you guys all understand why I said what I said, though? If he already knows he's getting out at 0.8, move it to 0.6, and then he doesn't lose anything if it doesn't. Does that make sense, gang?
Yep. Oh, look where it
Yep.
stopped. Look where it stopped. And I tell you what, Tell me this is come on now. What's going on here? It's like right where I have my line at, Coach. What's up with that?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, guess what? I'm up $18,640 right now, Coach.
Yes.
Too bad that wasn't real money. I could have added my total today. Oh well.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's
I'm
nice.
up $255 on this one with one contract.
Yes.
There you
Good
go.
job. Good
Got in
job.
at 23.30 on the shoulder of the previous candle.
Oh, nice. Let that sucker run, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's set up for success. Everything looks good.
Yep.
Okay, so that brings up a good point. You heard how great Angie's setup is, right? Because she's so far ahead. This is the perfect opportunity for a trailing stop, right? It will protect her in a knife drop and allow it to continue to run accurately. Makes sense, everybody in the room?
Yes, it does.
She doesn't have to manipulate it. It will allow pullbacks and movements and new stairs and all the things. She just has to get how many ticks correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The trailing stop is such a game changer for people that want to stay in the trade. How often are you guys moving those stops around and then, oops, damn it, right?
Yep.
The trailing is amazing. It takes it out of your hands. No more worrying. No more, do I put it here? Do I put it there? Nope, you don't worry about it. Put it in there. If you don't want to give up as much, say you don't want to give up 20, you could be up 40 ticks and you're like, I don't want to give up 20. Move it to 15, move it to 10. Right? If you were already getting close to I want to get out, instead of getting out, let it work a little bit, even if it's small. Right? 6. If you were going to get out right now, in your head, if you're like, I'm getting out right now, instead of doing that, give up a couple ticks to allow it to run another $500 for you. Make sense?
Yep.
So
can I ask a quick question on that?
Yep, let it go. Now, but real quick, the difference is because Mark's going in with such large amounts, and I do the same thing. It's like real big out, real big out, real big out. If I'm going in smaller, I can let it dance.
20, then from wherever it's at? Is that how it
It
goes?
follows it. It will follow it. Okay, so, and I have to use this as a generic number because there's no way I'm not going to get into 2,330. Okay, if your stock or option or futures, let's say it's at $1, right?
Okay.
You have a 20-cent trailing stop. It could get up to $1.10, pull back to $1. $1.15, pull back to $1. $1.20, pull back to $1, you're out. Right? So it's 20 cents regardless and wherever it gets to. If it got up to $1.25, now it can get to $1.05. If it gets to $1.50, now it'd have to come back to $1.30. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so like M2K is showing a 15 cents.
So, so a 15-cent trailing stop, or a 15-tick trailing stop would be great. Yep.
Okay, and right now, let's just say it's at 2335.5, just to make it easy, right? So then if it goes to 2330 or 4.0, then it's going to stop it.
Now you
Is that
got
what
to
you're
remember
saying?
how many ticks there are in a point.
Yeah, right. That's why I didn't use this at all.
Okay.
That's why I said use $1.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, you got to break it all down. How many ticks is each one? And every futures has a different tick amount. Some are 10, some are 4. So that's why I did not use it at all. So I didn't confuse you. Listen,
Yeah.
20 ticks, no matter where it is at. As soon as it comes back 20, you're out.
Yep.
Okay, that's
So-
okay.
So in the
Gotcha.
Russell, it's every tick is 10 cents.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
you have 10 of them. So you're talking 2 points, right?
Right.
$2 if you want to think of it that way.
Right. And think about it too, though. It can work in the middle of it. Right. So it could go up 10, back 8. Up 15, back 10. Up 20, back 7. Right. So every time it makes a new high, that's the new starting point.
I gotcha.
Okay. And it could dance
Okay.
around into 8, 7, 6, 5 points, 14, 12. The highest point, 20 to back. Make sense?
Okay.
That
Yep.
is the beauty of it. You could let this run for 8 hours straight. And you won't have been messing with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's freaking super professional grade setup. That's why when that
But
came
it's
out, I
best to
was
do
like,
that once you're green
ab-
already and
Yep.
you have that
above
movement for the whatever
above
that
what
dollar
you would
50 could be
normally.
or whatever.
Yeah, listen, above what you'd normally put your stop at.
Okay.
So let's use you as an example right now.
Yep.
What do you normally trade? What symbol? What
Uh,
ticker?
normally it is MYM
Okay. How many ticks do you normally put your stop to when you first buy?
25.
As soon as you get beyond 25 ticks, pull your stop, change it, convert it to a trailing stop.
Okay.
Because if it comes back 25 ticks, isn't that where you bought it?
Yep.
There you go. Make sense?
Yeah, got it.
Because what you're trying to do is you want the trailing stop that it's a worst case scenario to be at or above what you paid. That way it's an at or above break even price for
Correct.
you to start it, right?
Yep.
That's how
And
I
this
like
is
to do it. Some people will do it right out of the gate. I mean, think about it. You could technically do a 25-point trailing stop as soon as you start and let it go and do its thing. So I typically don't do that. And the only reason I typically don't do that is because typically I'll start with like a 40, but I don't want a 40. I
yeah.
start with a 40 only because I wanted to protect me at the opening of my trade, but I don't want a 40, but I want it to be a large enough space where as soon as I put it on the board, I can evaluate what I want to do. I can hand manipulate, put it where I really want it to go. Hey, it's close to this 9. Hey, I want to see, I'm going to put it right here. I get to work with it. If I am confident in 25 ticks and I know my risk and this is my jam and I'm always going to use it, by all means, you could, as soon as you get it up on the board, kill it, right? Because you want to stop in a place when you buy it because you don't want a knife drop, right? And it's kind of, if you get the mechanics down fast, you could buy it, put in the trailing stop. It's
Okay.
always best, though, to keep in our heads to already just have a stop at the time of purchase to protect you the second you click buy, then kill it, then put it in, though, right? That's how I want you guys to do it so that you never, ever get out of the habit of clicking buy without a stop loss at the time of purchase. Make sense?
Yeah. So I have the usually the 25 ticks, right? And there's times where the minute I click the button, it just starts going red right away. What
That's
would
normal.
be,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
normal.
but I shouldn't let it go down to the 25, right?
Well, hold on. Yes, if
It's
that is your-
happened
yeah,
multiple
if that's-
times, so
Well, that's first of all, it's always 1,000,000% normal to go red the second you go in a trade. That's
Sure.
normal. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do about it. The second thing is, if 25 is your risk, yes, you would let it go down to 25. That's your
Okay.
risk at the time of entry. That's why you came up with the number 25, right?
correct.
So if you're manipulating 25, should it be 15? Should it be 10? Why are you saying 25? That means, okay, everybody in the room, that means you would be in with too large of a position that 25 is too big. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, go smaller so 25 doesn't hurt. Because if you start to go in, and again, you have to evaluate, is the Russell or whatever you're trading, is it moving at 25? Like how big is 25? NQ, 25 is a blink of an eye. That's
sure.
why I'm 40, because that's all I trade. 25, that's buy.
Yeah.
But yours, 25 might be an hour. Like, let's just sit here for all day at 25. Like this? Oh my gosh. 25 with this? Snooze fest. You guys could sit here for an hour, which is good because that's what you want. You want it to be slow moving, right? So position size plus your stop loss is your risk, right?
Yep.
So figure out what your risk is. I'm willing to risk 100 on the trade. How much does that equate to? How many positions and what is my stop? Does that stop
Right.
make sense? Oh, if I'm only risking 100, but I can only put in 8 ticks and it moves 20, that isn't the right setup, is it?
Nope.
No.
You need to find something
You'll
you
lose
can.
every time.
Yeah, every time. You just get stopped out every time. You're just giving away
Yep.
money for no reason. So figure out with whatever futures you like, what is the typical move that this moves in, right? And a great average true range to at least start helping you with that. If not, you can ask us and we will evaluate it for you. And then look at it. Then it's going to be position size plus your stop equates to risk. And then you should not be playing with that all the time. Okay. Now you can move your stop once it gets to a good position, like you see us always doing, protecting our trade, putting it where it should go. But at the open, the second you click go, that is your risk. And you need to know that. Like, hey, if it knife drops immediately, I have to be able to take that risk. So that is, and every time you click buy, you better be willing to risk that amount. Because you can do that 5 times in a row, and 5 times in a row, it might hit your maximum risk, and that is your total loss for the day, and you better have equated for it. Otherwise, you ain't listening to me, and I'm coming to your house, and I'm monster trucking over that son of a gun, and I'm going to eat all your steaks, and I'm going to make you watch.
I'll make you a good one. Don't
I
worry.
appreciate that. Break some rules so we can do that on purpose. That'd be great.
All right, we got 15 minutes left in the power hour, so things may be getting volatile here.
Very nice. Any other questions while I am in the room? Now, I don't mean to step over you, Mark, but
You
I
step
figure if
over.
I'm in
You're
here, I
welcome.
might as well work. I might as well work for
You
a
might as well
living.
earn your money for once.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Anybody else have any questions while I'm in here?
Thank you.
I have another
welcome.
question.
Yep, fire in the hole.
So I've been scalping, paper trading, of course,
Uh-huh.
but occasionally I will go in real money. Now I can paper trade the socks off of you and make good money.
Yep,
on
and
paper.
then when you get
If I
into
go in real
you
money,
can't.
I'm gonna lose.
Yep, I
What
got
what
you.
is my deal?
That's just fear. Fear. Remember what I always talk about, and if some of you are new, if you have not worked with me, and you might not have, trades are controlled by 2 things, fear and greed. Well, when you're paper trading, you don't have either one, typically. There's no emotions in the game anymore, right? It's just, oh, I don't know, I could hold it for another 25 hours. I really don't care if I lose my money. The problem is, as soon as you get into real money, you don't trade it robotically anymore. I'm going to get out at this spot. I'm going to let it get to this spot. You start to get emotional, which is fear or greed, right? And you start making stupid mistakes that you would not do on paper. Think of it like this. If you've ever been in a paper trade and it goes red and you've got your stop, you don't give 2 shits about it. Excuse my language. Am I right? You're just like, nah, okay. You get into a real trade, it starts to go red. I bet you feel different. Right? And
Yes.
then you might start manipulating the stop. Am I right?
Actually, I don't really touch my stop, but
you will
know,
make different mental decisions than when you are paper trading. And the way you will determine this is your journal that you use every day. And if not, I'm driving to your house, monster trucking over that son of a gun, and I'm going to eat your steaks. Because that's a part of my rules, is you will journal. So right now, open up your journal and look at what you did the last time you used real money, and write down or look at what you wrote down that said, why was that different than when I paper trade? And you will, I'm telling you, do that a bunch of days in a row, and you will find out why you are making that trade different. Am I right?
so would it be crazy to think that maybe I'm trying to force trades, like I'm jumping in just hoping to get green to get out, and not really, maybe it's a trade that maybe I shouldn't have been in to begin with?
It could be, but I mean, that's why you are learning on paper. So if you're making the same exact trade in a paper and a real account, you're just letting emotions control it. Do you have your journal in front of you? Because you're not journaling, by the way.
I do not have my journal in front of me right now of the
You're not
trades that
journaling though, right?
Sometimes I do. I don't
You're
do it
not.
100%
I can tell
of
by the
time.
way you're responding to my questions. Listen to me. I can tell this is what happens in a one-on-one. I already know when you guys are doing what, how, when. This is my job. Listen to the sound of my voice. Starting today, you are going to journal every day. You don't get to take a day off. You don't get to tell me tomorrow that you don't do it. That's not. Is that part of my rules, Mark, or not?
Not the 7 written rules, but it is a rule. We all know it is.
It is a part of, it is my hard and fast.
Yeah.
There is no exception to that rule, never has been.
Yeah.
If it is not in a journal, you are not trading. You need to, everybody in this room, I know I'm not in here to hammer it into you, but I'm telling you right now, you must journal every single day without exception. And I'm telling you, the reason is you will start to find out the answers to those questions, right? J-Dog, if you don't have arms, you can use your speech to text. Don't test me. J-Dog said, what if we don't have arms? J-Dog.
There's my journal right there.
Yep. But seriously, everybody in the room. If I asked every one of you guys, do you have my rules memorized? I do, because I have to repeat it twice a day.
Yep.
Right? Does everybody in this room know the rules? Are you following the rules?
Can you journal each trade then, like have it in front of you while you're
That's
trading?
completely up to you. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not, here's how I feel about that. Some people are super analytical where they actually want all the data. I'm not that guy. I hate writing, and I'm not writing excessively. But what it'll show on my page is I got in a trade at the right time, happy face. I got out too late, I lost money, frown face, right? Like whatever makes you understand why, and then put on there why, right? Put on there, how were you feeling? Why did you do that? What we're trying to do is, I'm trying to unlock your own psyche to find out in your head, because we're all different, what makes you tick, right? And listen, I know everybody in the room thinks you're intelligent and we're all smart and everybody's a genius, right? And yeah, I get it. Trust me, I get it. We're all like, oh, I don't need to do that. Yeah, you do. This is not like anything you've ever done. I don't care if you're a neurosurgeon. I don't care if you own 17 chiropractic offices. I don't give a shit. I didn't ask that when I told you to use the journal. What I said is use the journal because it will help you in your heads. And again, do you want to write down every specific trade? That's up to you. If that helps you, great. Whatever helps you become better. But what the things I'm looking for, did I do it correctly? Why not? Can I do it better? Why not? What should I have done? Why not? What should I be looking for? I don't know. Question I need to ask Mark or Coach. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do there. What should I do? Question for tomorrow. Does that make sense? Like you are basically trying to find out what is getting in your way and how you can fix that. If you look down at your journal and the last 6 days is the same thing, you already know what you need to do to fix it. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But if you're like every other day, once a week, you don't give a shit. Let's be honest, that's lazy. I don't do lazy here. I don't know if Mark's told you or not, but I'd have no patience for lazy. I don't. You guys can either do the work, it sets the tone for yourselves, that'll help you to become better, which in turn will put money in your pocket, right? And isn't that what we're in here doing? We're trying to get better. So do the work, everybody in the room. And I'm not picking on you that asked me the question, but it turns into, because I know everybody in the room's like, oh shit, I'm not journaling.
Yeah.
I'm coming to your house, because that's what I say every day. Never lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value ever.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to my rules right now. I'm going to give them to you again now from me in here. Listen to the sound of my voice. If you break any of these rules, you already know why you are not successful.
Okay, perfect question.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value ever in any given day. Have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares, stocks, options, or futures, or crypto. Mm-hmm. If you have 2 red trading days in a row, take the next 30 days off. You don't get to use real money. If you're a newer trader, you don't get to trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Going with small position sizes so that you guys can allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. That way, if you have to stop out a loser, it's small because you went in small. And make sure you journal each and every day. And of course, lastly, but most importantly, paper trade only while you are training in here. Those are my rules. You must follow every one. If you break any of them, that's on your ass. And of course, you're not going to be successful because you can't listen to the very basic golden rules that I have set forth. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
Does that make sense, though? That is why I say it literally every day. And I know, like, oh, I'm going to go get some coffee. He's doing his normal bullshit. But that's so important. That's the most important thing because, and I know I hear Mark talk about it all the time, right? The most important thing, everybody, and this isn't a sales thing, we need to help you protect your assets first. You will never grow your portfolio if all you're doing is bleeding money. The most important thing in this room is to hold on to your money. It's not even to make money. Oh, what do you mean, Coach? Why are we doing all this shit? Because I'd rather you trained for 12 years straight and come out of the gate and be the greatest rock star the world has ever seen before. Right? Then you'd have, well, I blew up my account 16 times. Well, that didn't do you any good, did it? Right? We'll throw you over there in the Coco Rehab, right? Band of Misfit Toys area.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Go on.
Listen, we should all be in there, by the way, Coco, including myself. So, but you guys understand, though, right? Like, let's stick to the foundation, stick to the basics, and then start working it from there. Make sense, everybody?
Yep. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Love your faces. You're like, get this guy out of here. Why is this old man in here? We just want to see Mark trade. I can't stand when Coach
Old
comes in.
man, I'm older than
sometimes
you.
You got to get your asses whooped.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Better
Anyways, love
looking,
your
but I'm older
faces.
than you.
You are. You
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
are. I saw it yesterday in the skates.
Yeah, I can roller skate too.
For sure. I couldn't keep up. That's why I,
I
had
know.
Bruno video
I know.
recorded.
I know.
Did
Let
you
me
guys
see.
that last night, by the way?
Where's
the
that at? Let me see if I can
celebratory party
find that
we
here real
had?
quick. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah.
I thought that was hysterical. This is perfect.
Hang on here. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
find it.
anyways, I don't know if you guys heard the story. So Mark was, he had a good milestone. So last night I had Bruno fire up the American Dream Trading private jet. We met Mark. We rented out a roller skate rink. Dawn DJ'd for us. We had a lot of fun. Afterward, we got ice cream. You can't see that, obviously, on the video. But Mark was doing his thing, right? He was wanting us to call him, like, Big Willie and all. I don't know. Just all sorts of craziness, right? I was trying to keep up. I couldn't. I handed the camcorder. We had an old 1987 VHS camcorder that I gave to Bruno. He started recording Mark. He was doing his thing. He was, grooving and a moving, and then but we got it. This is actual live footage of last night's celebratory party that we held in honor of Mark. Mark, go ahead, share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out.
See it?
No.
No?
You got to click share. We're on Zoom. You might be sharing it over on OBS.
Oh, God, never mind. Hang on. I'm on the wrong computer. That ain't going to work.
I've done that.
Hang on.
He's over there watching.
I keep forgetting I'm running two different computers here, Coach. Give me a minute. I'm a boomer. Hang on a minute. Gee. It's a wonder I get anything done right around here. I don't know yours in Discord. Here it is.
I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong computer. I'm over there pointing at my screen on the other computer, and I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't hooked up to the one I'm showing. Hang on.
Doug said, oh, Lord, these boomers.
Oh, I tell you what. I had it all fired up, ready to show it, too.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hang on.
Now, remember, this is real live footage you're about to witness, okay? Not to show anybody else anywhere. So act like we're not on the internet showing this.
If this ever fires up, I haven't used this Discord on here very much.
Oh, boy.
Keep talking.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is right where we're doing the skit, and you're like, stretch it out.
Yeah, the punchline is
like you at church when they're like, we need more time.
Yeah.
We need more talk about something. And then Noah's Ark.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see if
Here
I
it is.
can-
Here it comes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
We're getting ready to cook with gas here.
Okay,
Hang on.
here we go.
Hang on. I got to get this program. This thing's
Here it
sucking
comes.
memory like you
Here it
wouldn't
comes.
believe. Hang
This
on
is
here,
gonna be
down here
real
somewhere. I got to
nice.
grab down here.
This is gonna be
There we
something
go. Here we
special.
go. Let's
Oh,
see. Oh,
this is the
jeez.
ticket.
Oh, not that one.
This is the
Jeez.
ticket.
Oh, not that one. That ain't what we want to show. Hang on
no.
here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Somebody in there talking about
Here it
weapons.
comes
What's going
now.
on? What's going on? This thing's sucking resources
No,
like you
wrong
would
room.
not believe.
Wrong room.
Oh, room.
Wrong room.
Oh, no. Where's it at? There it is. There it is.
Family show.
There we go. Hey, we've spared no expense running this show.
It's like he opened the closet and a bunch of shit fell out of it. We can't see it, Mark.
Good.
No, we can't see that.
You can't see that.
No, you're sharing it. Oh, yeah, not in the Zoom.
Ah.
You got to click on Zoom and go to share,
Yeah?
and then point it at whatever you're.
Oh,
looking at.
yeah. Okay.
Remember,
Hang
it's
on
on
here.
2 of them.
There it is. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with. I think I might got it this time. My God.
I still.
Hang on. Here it goes.
can't
There we go. Can you see that
Hey,
now?
All right, now,
All
right.
right.
Hold on. Let me segue this in again. Remember,
All
this is
right.
live. This is real. This happened last night. This is legitimate. Bruno is following him around. He's very excited. Okay. All right, go ahead. This is live. This is real. Happened last night. Uh-oh. All right. So
Come on.
here's what you need to do.
There it is.
Here's what you need to do because the video. Boy, this is
Man, I'm grooving. I don't know how smooth I am. Look how smooth operating.
That's nice. Hold on. As soon as he gets done with this, showing his gift. Don't it look like a gift?
Can't see it on the socials. Sorry.
Yeah, here, hold on. Here, let me share it.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, the only thing you need to do when it does this is click on optimize for video sharing.
Oh, yeah. Well, they ain't showing it
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
socials anyway.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
it's
no
not
worries.
built
Here,
into
I got you.
OBS.
I got you, Chief.
All right, you got it.
Hold on.
All right.
You
all
got
right.
that steer link going. Hold on.
Yeah,
I got
it is.
fiber. All right, can you guys see it over here now?
That's Mark.
Yeah,
Mark,
can you guys
what
see
is
it?
this?
Yeah, this happened last night. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Now, if it doesn't play smooth, I need to know. Here we go. Ready?
I have to admit that leg kick is pretty sweet.
Mark actually knows how to roller skate. I'm impressed.
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's definitely AI.
Is that really
this
Mark?
is why his new name's Big Willie.
Is that really me? Come on.
Bam, right there.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
him for sure.
Is that a leg kick?
Yeah. Now listen, the rest of the story, you guys missed it this morning. So here's what happened, and it got kind of weird after this. So
missed it this morning. So here's what happened. It got kind of weird after this. So I missed it this morning. So
I got it. I killed the mics. All right. Anyways, so what happened is, as soon as we got done with this, Mark was craving an ice cream. We took him over to the little ice cream stand. They had a little buffet thing going on. By the way, Richard was slamming a ton of tacos over there. He thought it was a free buffet until he got the bill. I'll explain that in a minute. It was not a free buffet. It was not an open bar buffet, right? So we took him over there. We took Mark over there. He got some ice cream. By the way, it was soy-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, flavor-free, artificial-free, and dye-free. Okay, so it was basically like he was eating, it looked like brown pudding. I don't know. He went into a diabetic shock. We don't know what happened with that, right? He started convulsing. Bruno had to give him CPR, right? It was a little bit of mouth-to-mouth.
I enjoyed that part.
It got weird. After that, we all headed over to the taco bar, right? We all ate. Everybody had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. Again, it was time to go. Richard was still eating. He was just chowing down on some churros or some shit over there. We all left. He thought it was an open free bar. He got stuck with a bill. The bill was like $457. He ended up staying the night because he couldn't pay for it. So Richard all night ended up doing dishes and cleaning the entire roller rink. He was skating around, mopping it. That's why we were late this morning, by the way. We flew in on the red eye. Bruno got us home just in time. That's why I was late for the live show.
Wow.
Now everything makes sense, Coach.
Yep. I forgot. David.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Because he was the way he was passed out, and we couldn't. I don't know. He was like kicking and convulsing. He was like running around in circles. Right. David put a wallet in his mouth. That was weird. Then we put him on the back of David's El Camino. Right. He drove over there. We put him on the back of the El Camino bed. We had to take him over to the ER. Right. They gave him a couple shots. We were on our way, and that's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, that and more you'll learn at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Get over there and get them $49 2-week trial membership for futures. You can learn about futures and more than you ever wanted to know in 2 weeks.
I don't believe one word. Nothing. I don't believe anything,
Mark,
Coach.
I'm going to lead us out. I'm going to lead us out with you skating, Mark.
All right.
This is it, everybody. Everybody have a blessed day. We're going to lead out
with right.
Big Willie getting it done on a celebratory day.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Everybody have an amazing night. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Later, Coach.
Good night, Coach.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel.
Hi, Mark. Thanks.
Mark, you kind of killing it, though.
Yeah, he's working it. Come on, Big Willie. Get that leg up there. So that was the other thing I forgot is he had an Ohio State shirt on. We got rid of it, right? For his own good, let's put it that way. We dubbed that